Ladies and gentlemen, this is our moment to take action. We must ignite change. Gender equality is not just a women's issue. It's a human rights issue. And when we talk about gender, it's cutting across board. An economic issue, a society issue, and a development issue. As we celebrate the gains which we have made, let us remember that the road ahead is still a very long journey. But Kenya is ready, because you're all ready.
My name is Michael Ager, the Group CEO of Luma Media, and we have a product called Turning Point Magazine. Generally, Turning Point is a group of experts coming up together to document various stories within the social, economical, and the political space. This is a pre-International Women's Day celebration. So we are using this day to celebrate women, but equally also men, because we've documented their story, but also we want to amplify and showcase these stories.
Today I'm here on the invitation of Turning Point Magazine, and for me I'm happy because we now have the media coming out strongly, not only to highlight the issues of women, but also to highlight the work that is already going on. It's now Beijing plus 30 years since the women went to Beijing. And for me, I would really say that women to stop beating themselves too hard. Kenya has achieved a lot, and all we need to do is celebrate the milestones, celebrate the women who have gone before us, celebrate the women leaders, and all of us work together to support the kind of work that women are doing. And that, for me, will give me a lot of joy.
This year's International Women's Day has been a day that, at an individual level and at our foundation, I have been looking forward to with a lot of nostalgia and excitement, and here the day has come. So under the invitation of the Turning Point Magazine, we are here, gathered as civil society organizations, individual women, men who support girls, government of Kenya, private sector, academia, and anybody who is acting in the space of gender justice was here today, and it was so exciting. Our chief guest was Honorable Harriet Chigai, President's advisor on women's rights here in Kenya.
My name is Viridiana Wasike. I'm the Director of Fund Management and Resource Mobilization at National Government Affirmative Action Funds, and I'm the recipient of a prize today, the Most Influential Woman in 2025 award. The National Government Affirmative Action Fund is a state agency under the Ministry of Gender, Culture, the Arts and Heritage. The institution was purposefully set up for actually women and girls. How we do that is through economic empowerment. And we have women economic empowerment programs where we give grants to women groups. And further to that, we ensure that we have added value to their projects. The women representatives are our patrons. They are at the forefront of women in leadership, and thus accelerating action for women and girls.
In terms of what our office is doing, there's a lot that is going on. The latest, let me just talk about the Femicide Committee, That's a big plus for the women of this country and the children of this country, because GBV has been a scourging scar for a long time. And now we've put a committee in place, and we thank the President of this country for doing that, because it's only the top leadership that can actually make us accelerate the spaces of women and children. For me, I'm happy because then we are tasking the media to highlight the positive stories and the work that has already been done, so that we diffuse the hate relationships that we are seeing, because it's a responsibility of all of us to ensure that this country is safe, not only for women, but for women and children. And remember, we normally say if a woman and a child cannot freely walk out around, then the country is not safe. So for me, I'm very happy for Turning Point Magazine. Not only because they brought us here to celebrate women like Betty Adera here, who are doing a lot of work and nobody has ever seen, to spotlight the kind of work that is going out there and nobody is talking about it.
Turning Point stories are impactful because these are stories of change. These are stories shared by people, and we categorize them as a lot of journey of resilience. So that's the uniqueness of Turning Point.
The conversations were really pretty much about where do we go from here? How do we celebrate, women and men who have been champions in the gender justice space in Kenya and also globally. I was excited to see delegates, from Tanzania, from Morocco, from South Sudan, from Zambia, from Vietnam coming in today and joining us to celebrate this great day. Apart from that also, I was honored by Turning Point magazine to be the feature story and cover page picture of mine and my story as a grassroots woman leader organizing, community level action, to be honored in that manner. So I was super, super excited, and I will forever be grateful to Turning Point magazine. I've also received an award being among the 25 top women activists in the space of gender justice, not only in Kenya, but in Africa. So that award is not just for me, but it is a award that reflects even the other women, and girls who are also just as fighters as myself in this space. So to that, I am grateful to Turning Point. Otherwise, I am super grateful to everyone who came, and we've learned a lot. There were quite a number of speakers from all fields of leadership, from the political parties, from government, of Kenya, from civil society, development partners, private sector, and it was so exciting. And I'm so happy to be here today.
The event is a success because we've been able to ensure that we have been able to have a platform to celebrate each other, to laugh, to network, and also to learn. The future of Turning Point is bright because the special edition for women has documented 12 international stories. So this is not just a Kenyan movement, but this is a movement for Africa and beyond.
Accelerate!